guys. What's up, my untouchables? Now I know y'all are gonna be immediately like, this video is starting off way weird. She's usually happier. She usually has way more energy. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry to say that Jade is not here today. That untouchable queen has left the building as of today because she'll be back in more videos, but today is not that day. I am appalled at what I saw in the news. And for those of you who don't know, I'm talking about the George Floyd case, Black Lives Matter, all of it, period. End discussion. Like, I am disgusted at our government, at our president for sure. He shouldn't even be considered a president with how sick and disgusting some of his comments were. But we'll get on to that later. I am appalled. I'm appalled. I am angry and hurt and upset. And there is rioting going on in my home state, Atlanta, right now because of all this mess. And you know what? I don't feel bad. I don't. Like, I don't want anyone getting hurt, obviously, and I want people to be safe and make smart choices, but these white supremacists, these racist people, they brought it on themselves the moment they murdered this man for everyone to see. But I'm going too far. So, if you do not feel comfortable with where this conversation is about to go, I advise you, please take a step away and come back. It'll be here when you come back. And for those who don't agree, well, I don't know what else to tell you. So anyway, I have a video today of a few people who are going to be collabing with me. I'll make sure to put their names under each video. And 2 of them have YouTube channels, so instead of their name, it's going to be their YouTube channel name. I'm going to let them tell you their opinions, and then my opinion is going to come at the very end. So to start it off, I'm going to let you go with, I'm going to let my cousin Imani, she's going to go first. And with that, let's begin.
Hi, my name is Imani. I think there's a lot going on right now, especially on Twitter. A lot is happening, literally by the minute, every day, or not every day, but literally for like the past week. There's been a lot of deaths of Black people, literally just this month. For the past however many hundreds of years, there's been a lot of Black deaths in this country, and it's just these protests, these rebellions, because they're not riots, and those words mean different things now. It's overdue, in my opinion, and the fact that it's happening amidst the pandemic is very scary. But people are still outside fighting for justice, and I feel like that's very commendable. Like I said, I feel like this is long overdue. You know, these protests, these rebellions needed to have happened sooner. And I just want to say, it can't stop at getting justice for these people who have been murdered. It can't stop there. We have to, this whole system, the police system, in my opinion, it was made to kill Black people. Not to kill Black people, but that's just what they've been doing. You know what I mean? Like, that's just, it wasn't made to protect us. It wasn't made to protect us. So we just have to dismantle the whole system. It can't stop at getting justice. We just need to make sure that this does not continue to happen. it needs to stop. It needs to cease. We know who killed these people. You know what I mean? We do need that justice. They do need to be avenged, if you will, but we need to go after the system. After this, it can't stop. Apply pressure. You know what I mean? We stop too soon. What we really want is for things to change. What we really want is for this to stop happening forever. And it's really hard to get on the internet every day and see a new black person killed. You know, I have brothers, I have cousins, I have uncles, I have a dad. Me, you know, they kill black women too. It's scary. But I'm proud of the people who are outside protesting and rebelling. I'm super proud. And it warms my heart, and I pray for them every night before I go to bed, you know, that their life is safe. Fighting for justice, fighting for the right thing. You know, I appreciate the popular, you know, celebrities and influencers who are using their platform to speak out about this issue, because it's an issue. It's a really big issue. It's a historical issue. It's not new. And that's all I have to say right now. Trying to figure out what I was going to say in this video is hard, just because there's a lot of emotions, high emotions running through me right now. And it's a lot. But we just have to keep fighting. We're tired. We've been tired. It's not just for us. I don't want my kids to have to worry about this growing up. This is for the future. It's bigger than us. It involves us. Change and movements happen with young people. So I'm proud of my young people. I'm proud of my generation. Changing what? You know, what I do know is that protests aren't peaceful. Black people protesting for their rights and everything like that, they've never been peaceful. Sure, we walk in there, you know, we walk in there just walking, just demanding what we want. But they always end up violent. There's literally no such thing as a peaceful protest. And I'm not saying that we need to be, well, actually, hold on, scratch that. But just know that protests for us have never been peaceful. Sit-ins have never been peaceful. You know what I'm saying? These protests and rebellions today they're not peaceful. They're gassing people, you know, tear gassing people, kidnapping people, you know, destroying stores. And there's a whole thing. The cop was the one who was, you know, setting fire to stores and breaking stores' windows with a hammer and things like that. So it's just, that's the whole thing. Like, that needs time. That needs coverage. You know what I mean? But, you know, you got to speak to them in the language that they hear. And this is the language that they hear, apparently. They don't speak peaceful protests. Obviously, they don't speak peaceful protests, because if they wanted to keep it peaceful, it would have been a peaceful protest. But they never ended peacefully, did they? They never ended peacefully, did they? Please. You know what I mean? So, speak in their voice, because that's what they're going to hear. That's all I got to say. Anyway, you know, this change needs to come. And I feel like we're going to bring it. I feel like, you know, not saying that nobody else has brought change, you know. It's just an ongoing fight. It's an ongoing battle. We're in a war. And if you don't think of it as a war, I need you to start seeing this as a war. In wars, people get killed. They're killing us. But we're in a war. We're in a battle. And we've been in this battle for many, 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 many years. So, keep on doing what y'all doing. And fight for what's right. Fight for the change. Because it's going to happen with us. we're going to create some change. I promise you. I just have that feeling. And I pray that we do. So, thanks, y'all. All right. Have a good day.
My whole take on the whole George Floyd and Breonna Taylor and the protests and all the violence is that we need to continue to raise awareness in what's going on in these streets, because nobody's really paying attention to us. But also we need to play their own game and defeat them at their own game. We need to have more people of color, people who have been oppressed, and people who will understand what's going on in Congress, in power, so they can also make the decisions to end this at a much higher level, because those are the only people who listen are us. So once we have us in the judicial system, and we have people in Congress, and we have people in power, we can honestly make a true difference. So we can do better as a peoples and as a nation. But first, we need to just get all the people who are not about helping everybody and helping minorities and helping, even though majorities, we understand the majorities have stuff to do too, but we need to understand that all lives matter when Black lives matter, because if you exclude us, then all lives don't matter apparently. So we do need justice for George Floyd. The violence is understandable because Malcolm X has quoted, I'm paraphrasing, that you need to speak to them on a level that they understand. If they understand by looting and pillaging and rioting, then we need to do the same thing. Violence, you're going to see violence, because if peaceful protests, that didn't work. Colin Kaepernick, no, it didn't help. But when you see another man step on another man's neck, what, I don't know his name, Chavez? Well, that's not Chavez, it's like David Chavez or something like that on George Floyd. It's heartbreaking, because now I know that even me and my peoples, we can't really go outside without looking like a target. I've always felt that way, and I always will feel that way, because the moment I step outside, I'm gonna have dirty looks just because of my height, my color, just who I am as an individual. But they just making an assumption based off of how I look and not how I am. And that's the saddest part about this country, is that nobody's going to understand you until they get to know you, and they're going to be afraid of you. So they're going to use that fear as a weapon and make that their power and make you afraid and turn the table on you for you doing absolutely nothing. And that's just really my take on the situation.
Hey you guys, my name is D and my YouTube channel name is D Note. If you're tuning in, I just want to say thank you. Actually, and I also want to say thank you, Jade, for inviting me to collab with you on this topic and on this video. So my thoughts on the whole case, like, I'm just get to the point. Like, my thoughts on the whole case, it saddens me. It's like, you know, we want to keep seeing this until we see a change. And I kind of feel like this was that case that's gonna make a change, like, in my opinion. Like, when I woke up this morning, I'm on Instagram, of course, just strolling, and all you see is the case, the Atlanta riot, the messing up the CNN building downtown. I'm just like, it's finna go down. Basically, that's my mindset. Like, it's finna go completely off. Like, the whole race, as in African Americans, we're tired. So at this point, that's just how I feel. Like, I feel like this was that case that put everything overboard. That was just like, oh, y'all testing us at this level that we are not taking anymore. Now, granted, my opinions on the rioting part, I kind of feel like we don't have to destroy our stuff, but I get the point. But what we doing as in African Americans, we're making ourselves look more savage than need be in a certain extent, but at the same time, we still trying to get our point across, because I'm looking at it like what MLK and people like that did, but this is a whole new generation. So the whole writing part, I'm not against it, I'm not with it. It's just, I don't know. I don't really know how to feel about that. But yeah, my whole thoughts on this case is mixed right now because there's so many things going on and so many things, you know, coming out about the case. Like, he did get arrested, but he only got arrested for manslaughter, which he can honestly only do 2 years in jail for that. So that makes you think, like, really. So it's still going on. But, you know, I thank you, Jade, for asking my opinion on this. I just say, let's see what's the outcome gonna be. That's my opinion overall. Like, I'm just looking at it like, let's just see what it's gonna come up to in the end. But thank you, Jade, again for putting me on your channel. Subscribe to my channel. You can at D Note. I have like amazing content, a whole bunch of different content. So yeah, but that's it, you guys.
What's going on is like so fucked up. Like, at this point, I really just feel like fuck the system. I'm in school to go to criminal justice to try to like fix this shit, right? But it's like, is it even gonna be fixed? Like, this freaking system is so corrupt. Like, how can you not hold the people that are supposed to protect and serve the same way you would hold a citizen? Like, you hold them accountable. That's murder. Cold-blooded murder. First-degree murder. First degree. Not no third degree, nothing else. It was first-degree murder. He killed that man on purpose. It was premeditated. This nigga saw him dying. This nigga pled for his life. And this dude did not do anything about it. He steady suffocated him until he died. And you just want to think you could walk away free? Like, why is it open season on black folks? They must want a war. They want a war with the minorities. They want a war with black people. It's going to be police versus the black community and minorities in a minute. And it's going to be fucking all hell if they don't stop playing. Like, enough is enough. This is too much. This has been going on for too long. It doesn't need to continue. Like, what the fuck? And then you've got the freaking leader of this fucking nation saying dumb shit. Like, what the hell is going on? America's not the land of the free. Please let that be known that this shit is not the land of the free. It's the free for the whites. That's it. That's it. That's everybody else's free fucking game, apparently. Because these fucking Mexicans and Hispanics in cages. And they just fucking open season. They not hunting fucking deer no more. Nigga, they want to hunt the black folks. They said it's open season on us. Like, what? This pandemic done got these white people out of line, bro. These police is tripping. These fucking racist motherfuckers is tripping. At this point, everybody can get it, and that's how I feel. Like, it's not peaceful for me anymore, bro.
Happen, and the fact that the officer is sitting his knee on his neck for longer than 4, and you hear him saying I can't breathe, you hear him wanting, you know, gasping for air and trying to plead for you to get off of him, and it's like nothing is done. And then you have 3 other officers that are standing right there like, oh, this is fine, this is okay, he's doing what he's doing his job. No, that's not doing your job. That's far from doing your job. And I don't understand. I really don't. And then it's like when things break out like this, like the riots and all the crazy things that's been happening, it's like you don't know. Oh, sorry. Trying to get it. Aw, thank you. Yeah, and he should be charged for that. Because that, you just killed someone. Like, and the fact that it was caught on camera until he took his last breath, that right there is the saddest part. It's so sad. It's so sad.
All I need to do is some fireworks right now.
It's just, It is. Things are getting so real so fast, and more and more people are starting to open their eyes and realize.
Hey, y'all done got me fucked up. We want people to remain calm. We got guns to their heads, bruh. Holding their necks. Y'all some stupid ass fucks. People don't understand how it is having your rights revoked. You got a police officer that is supposed to protect you holding a gun to your dome. Like, y'all don't understand. Y'all some stupid fucks. Y'all should really get your families thrown in cages if you really want to talk about some unjust shit. Like, fuck your white people. Fuck these people. Everybody in the office. Get the fuck out there. Office, get my black brothers and sisters and my brown people in that bitch. I'm telling you.
Period.
Period.
At all. No, so they charged him with what now?
Third degree.
What does third degree mean?
That's
It's
like
not-
the
that's
least amount of
shit. That's not.
That's
But the thing is, even though he's getting
6
charged
months
with
in
this,
prison,
Did
maybe,
they
and
charge it
probation.
in the federal court or state court?
It's I don't think it's federal.
Okay, if it's a state, then he might actually go to jail.
Oh, he'll go to jail for a short amount of time and get released on
no,
parole.
I'm just making sure that he actually goes to jail for a long time.
Like, he was
with
this
every
nigga,
other
that's
person,
murder, bro.
they've
That's
never gone to
fucking
jail.
murder.
Like, what?
He never go to jail.
This
They
nigga
never
had
go to jail.
17 complaints. bro.
Ahmaud was just killed in February.
There's a part of me that wants to say, we can't fight hate with hate. We can't fight violence with violence. What's, looting the Target gonna do? And then I remember where that part comes from. That part that's not my ancestors speaking to me. That ain't nobody black that was walking down the fucking street in 1950 and had to get the fuck out the way of the white man and the white woman. All of my ancestors lynched, hanging from trees. That ain't what none of them was saying. White people love to bring up MLK. MLK was peace. MLK, we gotta be that. Y'all shot that motherfucker too. Y'all built this country off of looting, off of violence. Y'all have colonized the world off of looting and off of violence. This country does not speak peace. America does not speak peace. How do you communicate with a party of people with a language they don't know? We've been peacefully protesting. We've been taking the fucking knee. Then we're monsters. We're monsters when we shut our black mad asses up. We're monsters. If I'm gonna be a monster, you better believe I'm gonna burn this bitch down. Fuck you.
I watched this man die. I was the one that was recording the whole thing. Oh my God. I posted a video last night and it just went viral. And everybody gasped. How do I feel? I don't know how to feel. This man was literally right here, 8 o'clock p.m. yesterday. I walk in my cousin to the store, and I just see him on the ground. I'm like, what is going on? I pull my camera out. This man could not breathe at all. He's like, please, I can't breathe, and they did not care. They killed this man. And I was right there. I was like 5 feet away. It is so traumatizing.
Sense. Did any of the cops, did you hear them talking to each other about why they couldn't just move him and get him out of the situation?
Bro, they wanted to kill that man, bro.
I just want to say thank you to everyone who participated. I'm gonna say it again at the end of this video, but now it's my turn to speak. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I really need you guys to be vigilant. I really need you guys to go out and vote. This has got to be one of the worst years in history. Our people, Black people, have been persecuted, killed, beaten, strangled, lynched for centuries. This is the first time, and it most definitely won't be the last, but things have got to get better. I can't tell you enough how much this angered me, seeing that white police officer putting his knee on that man's neck, hearing that man crying out, how badly it was hurting him, how badly he couldn't breathe. I mean, I am appalled. It breaks my heart. And for his family, I feel so sad for. I pray for them that they get through this rough time. And I even saw how his family was saying that the police officer, who they now arrested, but they only charged him the 3rd degree. 3rd degree. For those of you who don't know what 3rd degree is, let me educate you real quick. 3rd degree is basically when somebody accidentally kills someone and they did not mean to kill them, but the person ended up dead. That is not what happened. He murdered that man. The 4 other police officers around him can attest to that because they sat there and watched him murder him. They even told him to get off of him, but they didn't do anything. They just sat there. They just watched. They let it happen. So I feel like they, along with the officer who killed him, need to be in prison. I feel like the officer who got 3rd degree murder is not enough. He knew. It may have not been premeditated, but daggone it might as well have been. You heard the man screaming and crying and begging for his life. And I'm gonna make sure, I made sure to insert videos and posts at the, I'm gonna make sure that, I know y'all probably saw the video of the woman talking about how she witnessed the whole thing, and I'm probably gonna put some stuff at the end of this of other videos and clips. Let's talk about the wrestler or wrestling teacher who decided to say he put his knee, he was having somebody put their knee on him or whatever and saying, I'm still not dead, I'm still not dead. People are making it a race thing. Sir, and he went under fire for that. And he should, given the fact that you are a wrestling teacher. You didn't have this man wearing heavy equipment, having his neck pressed deeply into your neck to the point where you couldn't breathe. So don't talk about, oh, it's not that bad, it's not a big a deal. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. For the people who are rioting, I understand. People finally are going to get to understand the point, because we have tried peaceful protests since freaking Martin Luther King Jr. And y'all killed him. Y'all assassinated him. So therefore, are you really upset that we're getting mad and that we're rioting? No, I don't think it's okay that our people are destroying our own businesses, our Black-owned businesses and whatever. But I do, however, feel as though these supremacists, these racists, need to see the point, because clearly it's not hitting here enough. Y'all stole us from our homeland. Y'all took our culture. Y'all killed us for being ourselves. And then you claim that you don't want to be us, that you don't want to be Black. Like Bad Barbie said, I don't see what's the problem. Da da da. who wants to be black, then she compares us to apes and roaches. Yet you copy our style, you went black-faced. You steal our music, our rhythm, everything, and it's okay for you. People like us would have gotten beaten and killed and murdered and abused. We couldn't even read. Once upon a time, we couldn't even read without being afraid that we were going to get beaten and killed. And it angers me, it does, that these people are so sick and twisted. You had the nerve to murder this man. And then our stupid friend, oh, Jesus Christ. See, like the Megan Thee Stallion song, B-I-T-C-H, when she said, I'ma keep it real with y'all. I'm keeping it real, all holds bars. I'm not playing games today. When our president and that orange looking Mandarin came on and talked about some, oh, you know, your people can go outside without masks on, without protection, and can go to the nail salons and hair salons and whatever, and be like, oh, we can peacefully protest, whatever. But when we do it, we're called thugs, while you guys are called very good people. And don't come at me getting all mad talking about, well, that's not necessarily what he's meaning. No, it is. It is. And if you're too blind to see that you have privilege for the white people watching, if you're too blind to see that you have privilege because of your color, something is wrong with you. Not trying to be rude, just saying. I feel bad for people like my dad and my boyfriend and my boy cousins. Every single day they walk out, they go somewhere, because it always comes back to me saying, I'm praying for them to come home safe. I'm praying for them to get there and get safe, because I feel like they could be one of the people we're talking about right now. They could be dead. And that's another person gone. And it's sad. It's really sad that you have to think about it that way. That poor woman, I can't remember her name right now. Y'all forgive me in advance. Somebody's probably gonna put it in the comments, but the woman who was in her house and they killed her in her own home. We cannot even be safe in our own home. We can't. We can't. We can't even be safe in our own home because they came into the wrong house, first of all, wrong house, and killed her. And there's countless others. Trust me, the little boy who's playing with a water gun and they shot him dead. Trayvon Martin. And, oh, y'all, Jesus, help me, I need my stressor. Because this ticked me off so bad that I wanted to punch a hole through my screen. And y'all wonder why I be going off days at a time without posting videos for a while, because stuff be making me stressed out and angry, and I don't want to put that on y'all. But when I tell you that George Zimmerman, the man who murdered Trayvon Martin, and I'm gonna say it like it is because he murdered that boy, he decided that it was so okay because of his color, because of who he was, that it was okay to not only wear the Confederate flag and hold the Confederate flag, but also he decided to write on Skittles packages and give them out, signing autographs and whatever else on Skittles packages, which is the last thing that Trayvon Martin had in his pocket before he was shot to death. And y'all wonder why I'm mad. Y'all wonder why I had all those videos of all my other friends and family and people giving their opinions, because it is needed, because people need to see that Black lives do matter. How are you going to say that all lives matter if you can't even let us live? You kill us off like it's freaking hunting season, but all lives matter. You treat the Latinos so poorly. You make them build walls. But all lives matter. You tell the Indians and the Native Americans that they're savages. But all lives matter. You tell the Asians and the Chinese people that they're viruses and that they're disgusting. But they make our technology and all lives matter. Jesus, y'all can't. Y'all get me, because I'm gonna go in a preaching phrase in a minute. I swear to goodness, I'm mad. I'm angry. I am disgusted. These people are sick. And this is why people need to vote. People need to vote for better people to be in office. People need to respect and treat other people like humans. They treat us like dogs in the street, hosing us down, beating us. And y'all wonder why we turn into Malcolm X's on the streets. And why we say F the police. Y'all wonder why. Y'all wonder why. And I have one of my favorite, I haven't read the book, but I've seen the movie. And this book I recommend, definitely. The Hate U Give. But there's a little part I want to read in here. And it says, Tupac said that thug life, he said thug life, which stood for the hate you give little infants fucks everybody. And basically what that means is that whatever hate and anger and evil, sick thing you do, the kids are gonna see it. They're gonna do it. And if you haven't seen the Hate U Give movie, I definitely recommend that you watch it. But there's a scene that was so deep, so inspiring. And it really proves everything you need to know. What they see you do, they're gonna do it. If they see that we're getting shot for no reason, they're gonna fear for their life and they're not gonna know what to do. They're gonna react rather than think. I am sick. I am tired. I am angry. I am appalled by the nasty and despicable things that these people have done. And yet they tell us, you're the problem. You caused it. You did it. You're the savages. You're the violent. When you made us that way. We were peaceful people until you stole us. You made us that way. And I can't tell you enough how, y'all probably have already seen it, but the Trey Melvin, the bonus video I added in, I wanted y'all to see that because he had a live stream that was 2 hours long about how he felt, and it was emotional. I wish y'all could see it, but he took it down. He put it as private because he probably got a lot of backlash from people or whatever, but I got to throw in a little bit of snippet of there, and I hope he sees this, and I hope he doesn't get mad that I used some of his video. I really want people to hear this. I am disgusted by the way these people treat us, and y'all getting mad that we destroyed a Target? Are you kidding me? The Target can come back, honey. The Target can come back. George Floyd, the man that was brutally murdered, he cannot come back. His family cannot get him back. He is in the ground and he's gone. And then they have the nerve to say that he died from health complications, not from the fact that that man brutally murdered him by putting his knee in his neck until he couldn't breathe. And you see why people are angry. They're rioting in LA, they're rioting here in Atlanta, they're rioting in Minneapolis. You wonder why. You wonder why we're so angry, we're so pissed. You wonder why we're about ready to burn this entire damn earth to smithereens. You wonder why. You wonder why when we see white people in the street, Nothing against I have white friends, I do. But one thing I will not stand for is if you are my white friend, do not say the N-word around me anymore. Or if you ever have, if you ever will, don't you do it. Because I will cut you off immediately. And that's a promise. That ain't cute. That ain't funny. It's not a joke. What I am so sick of, honestly, these folks, they don't understand. We tried being peaceful, we tried being civil, and y'all shot us down anyway. Y'all beat us up, y'all throw us in jail. They threw the black man in jail because he was giving the news. They put him in jail. Are you kidding me? Are you serious? And y'all wonder why. I'm just appalled. I don't know what you want me to say. I don't know. I'm sick. I'm tired. I'm angry. I'm sick. I'm tired. I'm angry. I'm sick and I'm tired and I'm angry. We are not your playthings. We are not animals. We are not baboons. We are not coons. We are not anything of that nature. We are people like you who get to walk down the street no problem, but with us we have to always keep our head on a swivel. We always have to be scared when we get pulled over by police officers because of police brutality. Always scared. We're even scared to be in our own homes. I fear for my life every single day I go out with my boyfriend. Every single day I'm out with my family. I fear for my life, for my little sister, because I'm afraid someone's gonna hurt her. Someone's gonna kill her. I fear for my life every single day. I fear for my children's lives for when I have children. I fear that when they grow up in this world, it's not going to be as kind to them as it was to me. And still, it ain't even that kind. I fear for my son. If I have a son, I fear for him. I fear that these people are just going to get worse until they try to wipe us off the freaking planet. I fear for him. And I understand, that the other races they go through a lot of this too. But we have been going through this so long. It's just enough. And the LGBTQ community too. I mean, they just killed that black man. See, here we go again. They killed the black man who was a trans man. They just killed him yesterday or the day before. He was a trans man. I don't remember his name, but they killed him. Murdered him. Another one. It angers me so much. It hurts me to my soul. It scares me every day. So, I really want you to understand how angry we are. So yeah, and there's a lot of black celebrities who have said the same, but I want you to understand. We are angry, but we are people. And you are not gonna kill us all like this. You're not. I won't. Even if you kill me, there will be more of us. Stepping up, stepping out. And for you people who are other races or if you're, whoever, speak out. Be heard. I mean, seriously, I've only seen 1, 2, maybe 3 YouTubers talking about this, and I'm like, y'all aren't gonna use your platform to say something? like Trey Melvin, Markiplier, they're the only ones I've seen so far that have spoken out about this, you know? And a few celebrities I've seen. Kevin Hart, Rihanna, Oprah, Cardi B. A lot of them have spoken out about this, but I weep. I'm hurt. I'm angry. It really hurts. But I do pray and I hope that things get better, and I really want people to stay safe. If you're going to go to the riots, please stay safe. Please don't do anything stupid or crazy. Please. But I've talked you guys head off enough today. But I really want you guys to get it through your head. We are angry because we are sick of being oppressed. We are sick of being killed every day for just being us, for being our skin color. We are so tired of it. We have been tired of being sick and tired since y'all were killing people, kids, women. They beat that pregnant lady. Oh my God. They beat a pregnant lady. They were beating on her. Sick. Just take time and think about it, okay? Alrighty, guys. I really, truly thank you guys for listening. For those who really took the time to sit through that entire thing. I know it was tedious. I know it's probably long, but I really had to get my point across because we are tired of being tired. We are tired of people killing us. And I'm not kidding when I say I really do fear for my life every day. See, I feel bad for these kids growing up because they're gonna have a hard time. And I feel even more bad for the kids who have double whammies, like they're black and gay, they're black and trans, they're black and God, my heart hurts. It's so sad. It's so sad. Me being a black bi girl is already hard enough in the world we live in now when people don't accept you already. My parents do not like the fact that I'm bi, so I told them once years ago and they refused to accept it, so I've kept it under wraps because I don't want to upset them. They're very heavily Christians and I don't want to deal with it, so. But it hurts me that these black LGBTQ kids and black kids in general, black men, black women, it hurts. It really hurts. My heart weeps. It makes me angry. I just pray that the world gets better. I do. I pray that the world gets better so that when I have a son and a daughter, that they won't have to fear for their life like I do. So, with that being said, I hope that everyone stays safe in these tough times, and please do speak up. Speak out. go vote. Try to turn the tide and make the world a better place. And I'm gonna post the thing at the end that's going to tell you where you can go to help out. So you might want to pause this next part because it's gonna show you the places where you can help make a difference. And I will see you guys in another video. Stay safe. Share the love. Black lives don't matter until, I'm sorry, I said that wrong. All lives don't matter until Black lives matter. My bad. And stay safe, and I love you guys.